Welcome to Release 2 Results. Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. Could you tell yourself that? Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. I am the light of the world yesterday. So, what am I doing here as the light of the world? Forgiving. That's my function. So, all of these things that we're attacking, it's suggested in the Course of Miracles, we're simply attacking ourselves. So, that's okay. We don't know what we're doing until we do. And then we have an opportunity to let go of what's not working so well and have an experience of what's talked about here in the Course, being the light of the world. So we'll go through and we'll look at some of these attacks that we're having and do what's suggested here. Fulfill our function and forgive the world and therefore forgive ourselves. Forgive ourselves and therefore forgive the world. It's one thing, not a whole bunch of things. So, could you allow yourself to feel what it feels like to be attacking? Release that and feel what it feels like to be fulfilling your function of forgiveness as the light of the world. It's very simple. Could you just allow these feelings to be here? Let them come up without further condemnation and attack. Even just to notice that I've been attacking so many things and people in the world and therefore attacking myself, I might double down and attack myself about attacking that. Dr. Hawkins says in his book, Letting Go, The Pathway of Surrender, that every single attack we do mentally elicits subtle guilt or overt guilt because I'm expecting some kind of punishment. So we stack and stack and stack and stack and attack and attack and attack that, then attack myself, attack that, then attack myself. And all that's suggested here is fulfill your function and forgive yourself, forgive others, forgive yourself. How do you do that? Well, I'm not going to stop attacking if I'm carrying a bunch of energy of anger and all these other feelings that I'm using to make wrong of other people and make wrong of myself. It's just a choice. You never have to release anything. You are free. This infinite power does not force you to anything. This is your opportunity to make some choices. What are you choosing to feel? What are you choosing to do? Could you choose? Hello there. Could you choose forgiveness as your function, as the light of the world? So let us begin. And to begin as often as you can today, starting with right now, could you hold in mind this idea forgiveness is my function as the light of the world? What a job! Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. It's all I have to do here. Okay, forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. And each time I forgive, I call upon the strength of Christ in me. Each time I forgive, do what's suggested. I share the strength of the power of Christ. In every attack, I call upon my weakness. I separate myself from that power. So whether I'm attacking myself or attacking someone else, I'm separating myself. I'm doing what's absolutely impossible. So could I allow myself to start to release some of this energy, some of these ideas of attacking others and myself? Just for now, could you allow yourself to look at in the light of what you are in your function, the light of the world, forgiveness being your function? Could you allow yourself to look at something to forgive? What's that? Well, something I've attacked, something I've held in mind or nursed as a wrong, and it's okay. I'm looking at it in the light of forgiveness. It's okay for me to bring this up right now. It's okay for you to allow this up. One of these illusions of separation, could you allow up somewhere where you've been attacking someone else or yourself? And without further attack upon what you're finding, could you just go behind the thoughts and notice this energy, bringing it up to fulfill your function by just allowing it in the light of the world you are? Could you allow yourself to feel, notice whatever's coming up for you behind such attacks? Could you open up? No need to suppress or repress or push away or stuff down what you find. Could you open up and allow it up just for now? And could you release these attacks that are not your function? Just a choice. Would you release this energy of attacking others and yourself and fulfill your function, forgiving as the light of the world? Would you release this energy and attacks and forgive as is your function as the light of the world? Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. How about that for a job title? Forgiver, light of the world. That's you. Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. That's all I get to do and have to do here. Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. And could you allow yourself to demonstrate your light of the world by bringing something up? All right, here's your first task in your job today. Where's one of those things you've been attacking? Whether it's yourself or someone else, afraid of, guilty about, someone else is guilty. It's time to go to work, you guys. Could you have this chance to fulfill your function and bring up something to forgive? Could you open up whatever's come up without further judging and moralizing about it? Could you open up and allow up the feeling behind the thoughts of persecution, fear, or wrong? Whatever's come up for you, that's okay. Could you let these thoughts scroll by without subscribing to them and begin to allow this energy to come up into you, the light of the world? Could you just allow for a moment this stuck or lingering energy that's been there to come up and feel it? That is the beginning of forgiving. To just feel and acknowledge this feeling that you've been carrying. And could you fulfill your function and let go of this feeling, this energy, and forgive? Would you practice, do your task for today, let go of this energy, and forgive as the light of the world does, as you do? Most natural thing in the world, your function. When could you allow this energy to go, release it, and fulfill your function as the light of the world, forgiving? Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. I would fulfill my function that I may be happy. I am happy when I'm fulfilling my function, forgiving as the light of the world. Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. As I fulfill my function, I remove all sense of weakness, strain, fatigue from my mind. As I forgive, it takes away all fear and guilt and pain, restoring me to invulnerability and power that God gave me, his son. Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. And so let me fulfill my function now. What is something which perhaps I have not forgiven? And it's okay. We're not here because we've forgiven everything. We're here because it's our job to fulfill that function. So could you allow up anything which you've denied forgiveness? Just taking something that comes to mind. It's there if you allow it. And without further condemnation, judgment, moralization, gooding or badding on yourself, could you just acknowledge what's come up and welcome it to your life? Could you let the thoughts drift by and be feeling the feeling, noticing the feeling, welcoming this feeling to your life? Could you feel it more? How much unforgiveness, how much of this energy has been stored and carried along? It's okay. Could you allow it to be felt? Bring it to the light that you are. And could you surrender this unforgiveness, this energy, and fulfill your function in the world as the light? Would you surrender, give up unforgiveness, this energy? You never have to. Just would you? That you may be happy? When could you surrender this energy of unforgiveness and fulfill your function, forgiving as the light of the world. That's all any of us have the chance to do today. You thought you had some other job, something else? Take this, which you can do whatever you're doing. Whatever you're doing today, wherever you go, with anyone you're with, or whether you're just by yourself in this presence, forgiveness is your function here as the light of the world. Forgiveness is my function here as the light of the world. Remind yourself your true and only occupation behind all other things which you appear to be doing today. Forgiveness is my function as the light of the world. And it's okay. Anything that's coming up for you that doesn't seem like forgiveness, go to work. Could you allow it up? Could you bring it up into your light? Could you have the courage to do what you're here to do, which is look into the darkness and be not affected by it? Bring it into the light, forgiving, fulfilling your function. Thank you so much for being here, releasing into your function, your only function here, forgiveness. We'll keep doing this. What do we got tomorrow? Tomorrow will be the light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. We're going to be working with this for a few days. So please join us if you will as we walk together, lights of the world, forgiving, fulfilling our function. Thank you so much for being here. If you'd like to release some more outside of these groups, head on over to the link in the description where you can bring up any topic that you'd like to bring to your light, to your forgiveness and release. If you'd like a little assistance with that, happy to help you at releaseresults.com. And I'll see you in more of these live streams. We've got plenty more to come. Thank you so much.